Here we go. All right. This past weekend had a very special day, which was my birthday.
Woo! Hey,
And
happy birthday.
I had this idea of taking a solo trip. I don't know where. At the time, I didn't know where, but I always wanted to take this train. It's called the Coast Starlight train, and it's very scenic, a lot of great views, and I always wanted to see the south side of California. So I took that train all the way down to Santa Barbara. It wasn't just a getaway to celebrate my birthday, but it was also an opportunity to value myself and learn how to romanticize my life. The main things I wanted to focus on this trip was self-love, stepping out of my comfort zone, and also enjoying the little things. Now, first off, let's start off with stepping out of my comfort zone. If you know me, if you know the type of person I am a very anxious person. So not only did I want to go on a solo trip, but I did want to challenge myself in stepping out of my comfort zone. And that means I wanted to socialize with a lot of different people and meet a lot of different people too. Day one was travel day. I took the Coast Starlight all the way from Martinez all the way down to Santa Barbara. And if you don't know how long that train ride is, it's 10 hours long.
10 hours?
What
What
is
do you
wrong
even do
with
for
this
10
guy?
hours?
I had a lot of time, a lot of time to reflect, to do whatever it was that I wanted to do. And I told myself not to sleep and trying to meet people on the train, which I did, and it was really nice. Arriving to Santa Barbara, I decided to go to my hotel, drop off all my things, and go get something to eat. While I was adventuring the nightlife a little bit of Santa Barbara, I stumbled across this restaurant bar. They were doing like this trivia night, and I thought it was fun because it was the only place it looked like everybody was having a good time. And I decided to get something to eat there, and I was very nervous, but I was also having fun just watching people play trivia. And I just thought to myself, like, if I don't join in, I'm kind of like a disservice and not following the goal that I set for myself for this trip. And I just decided to join and play, and it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of great people. Everybody was cheering. I didn't bring my camera, unfortunately. Like, the initial goal was to just get something to eat, and that's it. Because I was kind of tired. It's a 10-hour train ride, so I was very tired. But I couldn't resist. Everybody was having a good time, so I decided to join. I just want to highlight that if I were to just stay nervous, just get food, and go back to my hotel, that would have set the tone for the entire trip. And I am really glad that I joined in during the trivia. I didn't stay long, but I did join. I had fun, and I met a lot of great people that night. A lot of fun people, I will say. And that just built a lot of confidence in me to step out of my comfort zone. Before I go on talking about my whole trip, I do want to say that nothing was planned. I did look up places before I made my way to Santa Barbara, but nothing was planned at all. Like, it was all free flow. It was all how I was feeling in the moment. Like, do I want to walk downtown? Do I want to go to the beach? Do I want to adventure and try all these different food places? Like, it was depending on how I was feeling, and it felt nice, having to step away from just all the pressure in life. Like, I could just free flow the day, and it felt really nice. Like, no time I felt was being wasted. Even if I was in the hotel for hours, it didn't feel like a waste because I didn't plan anything, and also I was just enjoying my time out there. Before I go on talking about my whole trip, I do want to say that nothing was planned. I did look up places before I made my way to Santa Barbara, but nothing was planned at all. Like, it was all free flow. It was all how I was feeling in the moment. Like, do I want to walk downtown? Do I want to go to the beach? Do I want to adventure and try all these different food places? Like, it was depending on how I was feeling, and it felt nice, having to step away from just all the pressure in life. Like, I could just free flow the day, and it felt really nice. Like, no time I felt was being wasted. Even if I was in the hotel for hours, it didn't feel like a waste because I didn't plan anything, and also I was just enjoying my time out there. Day 2 was mostly adventuring downtown and just discovering what Santa Barbara had for me. It was a lot of fun. I went to a lot of thrift shops, antique shops, vintage shops. It was a lot of fun. I saw a lot of great film cameras that I probably should have gotten at least one, maybe. There's this digital camera. It was a Sony digital camera. I'll never forget you. I don't know why I left you. I should have got you. Other than that, I decided to go walk the beach, and it was really nice. It was such a beautiful day. Like, I feel like I had to go to the beach that day because of how nice it was. Walking along the beach during sunset, it was a really special moment because it just felt like time really started to slow down, and I just felt peace in that moment. Day 3 was by far the slowest day, and I mean that in a good way. I felt like I could take my time. Nothing felt rushed. I could do whatever it is that I wanted to do. And first thing I did was get coffee. I had to get coffee. And on my way to this coffee shop that I wanted to try, there was this paint shop that just opened up. There was these paintings on display, and I was just looking at them, and I was just so curious that whoever painted these must have put a lot of emotion into them. And then and there, I just decided, hey, let me just learn how to watercolor. Like, why not? You know, I've always wanted to learn painting. I always wanted to get into sketching, and I was like, you know what? Let me just learn watercolor today. Why not? So I got a watercolor kit and a canvas, and I went to the beach and learned how to watercolor. You could see it. It's actually right behind me. It's right there. Right there. Let me go grab it. See how better. It's probably not the greatest, but I love it so much. I'm really proud of it. I think for a first time, it's not too bad, you know? Alright. Anyways, when I was watercoloring, I didn't feel like it needed to be perfect. I want to try to watercolor. I just wanted to learn more about myself, and embrace my creativity in a different way. Now you're probably wondering why I took a solo trip by myself. I didn't tell anybody I was taking this trip, and a lot of my friends were like, "You went by yourself? Like, why? You didn't even go with family? Like, what did you do?" On the train ride, I also thought to myself, why am I doing this trip? Why am I putting myself in such an uncomfortable situation for myself? And I really thought about it. And this trip wasn't just about my birthday. It was more about creating a meaningful experience for myself, on my terms, on the way that I want to enjoy it. And my light died. Sometimes waiting for others to celebrate you means on missing opportunities on honoring yourself. If you rely on others to create joy for you, you can overlook the joy that you can create for yourself.
We got pizza.
Welcome back to another pizza rating. We are trying Santa Barbra Pizza House. Now, I didn't want to risk that. I decided I wanted to celebrate myself alone. Again, the train ride was 10 hours long, and that means I had way too much time to reflect. And during this train ride, I did reflect on a lot, and mostly on my experience in Santa Barbara. Not just the moments, and not just the experiences, but just the feeling that I felt in every moment, every scenario. I realized how important it is to show up for yourself and create moments of joy for you. It's important to know your self-worth, but it also is much more important to know how to value and honor yourself. This trip taught me that romanticizing your life is much more than just this big gesture. It's about enjoying the little things. It's about giving yourself permission to celebrate yourself. You deserve to be celebrated, and I think that a lot more people should know that You can do that on your own. If you ever doubted whether you should go on a solo trip or not, I think this is your sign to do it. You deserve to be celebrated, and it's so important to learn how to value yourself. Yo, what's up guys? It's Dave Portnoy. Welcome back to another pizza rating. We are trying Santa Barbra Pizza House. We got the APV, comes with chicken and other stuff. So here we go. It fell apart a little too quickly, I will say, but for thin crust, really good. I'll give it a good 7.5 out of 10. Great stuff. Really good.